On a wing to prayer, it started as a popular aerial stunt in the barnstorming era of the 1920s.
You know, while some brave souls engage in this activity to try to fix some mechanical issues midair, those early wing walkers, they typically performed daring feats just for entertainment. Today, you can find these modern-day adrenaline junkies at select air shows all around the world.
Chief Transportation Correspondent, pilot, and one-time wing walker herself, MayCay, an inspiring middle-aged wing walker, telling us about this story. It's never too late to do whatever. MayCay, wait, you were a wing walker?
I did it once.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, hold on to your stomach. This isn't for the queasy, faint of heart. It's all about thrills and high-flying maneuvers with a wing walker often, hanging on by her ankles. Oh, it's enough to toss your cookies and inspire you to be like Tom Cruise in his latest movie. But Beth Summer isn't an actor. This 50-something mom/flight attendant turned wing walker has been at this for nearly a decade, performing at the world-renowned Flying Circus Air Show. That's in the Washington, D.C. metro area. So wing walking, it's an extreme sport of high physical demand. It requires the stamina to pull herself up out of the cockpit, climb up on the wing of a vintage biplane mid-air, endure hurricane force winds and aerobatic maneuvers. Summer is not tethered to the plane while climbing in and out. Here's a snippet of what she told me during our interview on our original program, Inside the Cockpit.
Do you eat before you do this? How do you prepare for this?
This is great. So I always pray first, for sure. I wouldn't go up there if I didn't have that security. I stretch and take it easy during the day, try to keep things at a low stress level. I want to be completely focused. I eat light foods in advance. Sometimes it's bumpy, but fortunately I don't have a tendency towards air sickness. So far, no stomach problems.
Now, we understand in addition to hanging outside the plane that Summer is qualified to fly these modern planes, but that passion, it did come crashing down during a private flight training. She says when her brother, also a student, died in a plane crash with his instructor. How does she say that affects her life?
Yeah, so, it really derailed her and it threw Beth into a tailspin. So in our interview, we talked about it, and she shares how the tragedy affected her. Let's take a listen.
So in 2000, he was about a week out from taking his check ride, and he landed on a non-show day at the Flying Circus, and he and his flight instructor crashed on takeoff out of there. It was June 23rd, 2000, so 25 years ago this coming Monday. And aviation is our life and our world and our family, and it just shook me to the core. So for years, from 2000 to about 2015, flying was hard for me. And my daughter had just graduated high school in 2015, and I went out to work at the Flying Circus again on a regular basis. And God just put some great pilots at the circus in my path.
Yeah,
wow.
An amazing story, and you can hear, how she recovered, how she healed, her whole interview. The Flying Circus is one of the longest, most continual running air shows in the world. It's up in the D.C. area in the Virginia countryside. She performs there with many fabulous aviation athletes. Her story is inspiring, and it's fun, and it's exciting, and it's all on Queen City News Plus and on YouTube, the latest edition of Inside the Cockpit. Beth Summer, wing walker.
Which, I've not even really heard that term until I've been seeing all the trailers for the new Tom Cruise movie. And of course, he does his own stunts as a wing walker. Are there a lot of wing walkers out there?
No, and that's a great question. In the whole world, as far as we know, there are only about 15 wing walkers who do this on a regular basis. Now, there's some places in England and there's a place in Washington State where you can pay and go wing walking, for an experience. Yeah. But the ones who do it on a regular basis, like Beth, only about 15 in the whole world. It's a special elite group, and it's really, really cool. Let me just say, It's amazing.
I know we're totally out of time. Robert, our producer, I'm so sorry. You did this though?
I did it.
Was it an accident? Was this in a show? Like
We don't use that word around airports and airplanes. No, I just did this. My son flew the plane, and I did this, and she trained me. It was a special thing, highlight of my life. Yesterday was the anniversary. We did it 3 years ago. Let me just tell you, it's really windy.
Yeah.
Really windy up there. I'll just say that much. But it was
incredible.
beautiful. Took a lot of training, a lot of skill. Trained for about a year.
You
Climbing up
go.
on the top of that Stearman, it was just fabulous and very windy.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Well, I'm very excited to hear more what it's like
Love it.
outside the cockpit
Yes.
on your Inside the Cockpit
Yes,
show
and
again.
Beth's story, it's just so inspirational. God bless you, Beth. Yeah.
Appreciate it, MayCay.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.